Ready, set.
Here's the handoff. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Madison. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Moving out of the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket and starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
With the catch, it's Green. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
They try to get it outside on the left. Got the first down and more. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The toss to the right. On the move at the 30. Turning on the Jets. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The offense changing the play. They'll run the toss. Oh, he's got a chance. Smashes through. Another broken tackle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense...
There he goes. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Pressure coming. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Rides to back and leaves it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Rebels decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Back midfield, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Off play action on first down. That's caught. It's Madison. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Toss sweep to the right. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25?
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Tigers come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Hey, fourth down, I need a first down. Go to the plays I do well. What do I do? What have I done well all through camp? What have I done well all throughout my career? Call those plays, have success, get the first down.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Central Michigan has the lead right now. Mount Pleasant has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over James Madison. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call.
Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, give on the inside. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Missouri wants to go fast. Wants to fire on second down. Still looking on the move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Bradley. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw at Simmons. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacy. At the 40. There he goes. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He might want another play. The toss sweep to the right. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That's reeled in. It's Davis. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. He fires one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Missouri! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And this QB, you could tell, did a really good job of continuing to buy time, go through his progressions. He wanted to make the big play and even got outside the clock a little bit to his left and took the deep shot down the field. Just missed.
Gonna take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
To the air, it's Simmons. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Got it in the middle, it's Lacy. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the move, it's Lacy. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Into the secondary on the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Makes the catch. It's Davis. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
To the ground with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Buying some time. He's going to take off. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
To the air on second down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got it. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking downfield at Simmons. It's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Unleashes one. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Missouri gets to the line quickly. They'll try to get it through the air. Fierce the pressure. Got a man. It's Davis. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Davis. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. A strike downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Buys a little extra time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Picks up the first down. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll give it to him again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
On the run, still looking. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. Intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Missouri!
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 9 to Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. Oh, they're after him! And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Now facing a 3rd and long. Floating away. Right on the money. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Missouri wants to go fast. The play action fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of